Hello everyone and welcome to another battle video, Little Cup battle video with me, Burakki-xy. So guys, it is the second battle video with the Mr. Toadman team. So we've got the Phanpy, Mr. Toadman, the Foongus, we've got Wildfire the Cyndaquil, we've got Neon, the Finneon, Elekid, Socket the Elekid, and Artemis the Tailo Swift. So, as you can see, this battle we are facing off against another Elekid, so I already know how scary that can be. Eevee, again, can sometimes be quite scary. With if it's an adaptability Eevee, then normal type stab moves are going to get a little bit more power. We've got a Dino, which is a dinosaur, which is a dragon, which scares me. Beldum, which intrigues me. Because I've never seen one of those before. A Charmander and a Deerling. So a very interesting team. Again, a lot of mons that I'm not used to seeing in Little Cup too much. Not that I play Little Cup all that much. I just enjoy it. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to hop into the battle and we're going to see what happened. Okay, so Elekid comes in for the opponent. So my Artemis is not going to want to stay in there and appreciate any move. So we bring in Elmer. With the ground attack immunity, and oh my goodness, this Elekid knows Thunder, which is so weird because I don't see that as a move that would be used in Little Cup. But anyway, it's also got a super effective hidden power, possibly ice maybe, or grass, I don't know. But my Earthquake takes it down to its sash, and then we go for the priority ice shard to take out the Elekid, and that threat right there, I'm so glad it's been taken out. Anyway, the Charmander comes in, so I'm looking at this thinking, well, maybe we can do something, but then we can't because of the balloon, so we just go for the Stealth Rocks. It gets up the Sunny Day, which boosts its fire type moves, and the Fire Blast takes me completely out, so we have to switch into Neon. We go for the Scald. It was a crit and takes out the Charmander, which was great. It really was. It was great. Then the Deerling comes in. We can't take a grass type move, but you know who can? Mr. Toadman. So Mr. Toadman switches in, and bam, the Solar Beam in the Sunny Day. So clutch that Mr. Toadman could come in here. The Deerling goes for Retaliate, which completely threw me off. But I was expecting him to switch out. So I went for the Spore, but he didn't switch out. Went for the Retaliate, because he didn't switch out again, so I went for the Sludge Bomb because I just thought, well, if he stayed in that time, he's staying in this time. Sludge Bomb will take him out. The Beldum comes through, and Mr. Toadman's not on very much health, but I want to keep him around, so we regenerate her out, go into Blaine. Beldum boosts his defense, but I'm at full health, so Eruption, au revoir. That takes out Beldum without a problem. Then the Eevee comes in. And I'm scared a little bit because I'm not sure what it's got for me. But nothing happened. I was sat there waiting for ages. And I guess sometimes it happens on Showdown. Maybe they get timed out, they get disconnected, whatever. So I did give them plenty of opportunity to join in with the battle again. But it just didn't happen. So, I mean, we fared quite well there. But I would have liked to have seen what had happened against the Eevee and the Dino. I mean, in all honesty, we probably could have taken them both out because Elekid was still there with the coverage moves, and I mean we had basically our whole team, so I would have thought that hopefully we'd have been able to do okay in that battle, but I guess you never can tell. So without further ado, let's have a look at the second battle that we had. Okay guys, so we're into the second battle, and as you can see they've got an Abra, a Chingling, a Honedge, a Bonsley, a Cleffa and a Bagon, and immediately I was scared because I was feeling that Abra, and I know that Abra is really super threatening, and I was just like, I don't know how I'm going to deal with it. Ugh, and it freaked me out, and I'm not going to lie, this battle does not get off to a good start. But anyway, you're going to see that as we jump into the battle right now. Okay, so Abra, Nightmare of Nightmares, comes out first, and I send out Finneon, and I'm looking at that, and I'm thinking, oh, we're not outspeeding, this is like my fastest mon, and so I panic and send out Artemis, thinking, well, that's my next fastest, what am I going to do? And really, I shouldn't have done that. I should have gone into Socket straight away, because Socket is the only one that I've got that scares out Abra because potentially can hit it hard and can potentially outspeed. So I shouldn't have sacked off those 2-1 to start off with. It was so annoying. But anyway, we go for the Thunder Punch, but then we go for the Brick Break because yeah. Do you know what? I was thinking about it. See, it's fairy type, isn't it? But I was thinking it was normals. That's why I went for the Brick Break, which was great though because it put up the screen. So we're just spamming the Thunder Punches now, and we're so lucky because Socket is power, really. But this Chingling, okay, is starting to do soaring powers. And I'm like, right, what are we going to do here? So I bring in Blaine while this thing is still flipping storing powers. And I'm thinking, well, if it's going to be building its bulking up its defense, we want to hit it with some kind of status condition. So that's what. So we go for the Will-O-Wisp, but then it's got hidden power that's super effective against Blaine, which is really super annoying. And for some reason, and I can't even explain it, I still have Lava Plume instead of Flamethrower, which is so annoying. It was like one of those things. Like I've been rushing to try and get the battles done and just hadn't sorted that moveset out properly. Very annoying. But anyway, so we bring Elmer in because he was asleep. So I was thinking, well, while he's asleep, let's get some rocks up. And then we bring Blaine back in. The stored power does loads, but Blaine holds on. And so we burn again. And I know that it's probably a bit pointless, but I'm trying to think of a time when I can bring Toadman in and I can go for the Clear Smog. But it's dangerous because Chingling is probably going to have some kind of psychic type move. I wish I had Flamethrower. I'm playing this match and I'm thinking, why have I not changed the movesets yet? And I think because in the last match it didn't really matter. In this one, I'd just forgotten that I needed to do it. And at this point in time, I'm just thinking, I flipping wish that I had Flamethrower. But I don't want to do any switching because I don't want to give this Chingling too much advantages. So I'm looking at it now, it's got 4 times defense. I'm still thinking, well, if you just take out Blaine, I'll bring in Mr. Toadman, Clear Smog, and it'll be fine. But he sacks off his Chingling. Really confused me. Really, really did. Now the Abra's here, I'm scared. So I have to let Blaine go down. I can't switch somebody else in. I need a clean switch in for Socket. So Socket comes in and Abra's scared out again because it's got poor defences and Socket is potentially going to outspeed. The Thunder Punch does loads on the Hone Edge, which is great. Which has got leftovers, which is odd. And I sort of typed in the chat that it's not the best thing to do. We go for the Thunder Punch again, but it uses Protect, I guess, to get some more of its HP back with leftovers. It's a moot point because that Thunder Punch is still going to hurt a lot and takes out the Hone Edge. We've clawed our way back up from that terrible start now. I'm looking at his team and I'm thinking, right, if we play this right, I've got them on, and then that happened. Note to self, remember Bonsly knows explosion. Oh my goodness, and now I'm scared because it's Elmer and it's my 2 defensive Pokemon against Abracadabra. But I know if I can just live a Psychic, yeah, we can take out the Abra, which is great. I see the bag on, and yeah, and I'm calculating in my mind now what's the best move to go for. I go for Ice Shard because it's priority, but I was like, man, I wish I hadn't because he Dragon Danced anyway. Priority again takes him out, and Double Edge comes through and takes me out, and I've just got in my head, oh my life, can Mr. Toadman live a hit? If he can, great. Ah, if he can't, we lose. But look at that, Mr. Toadman lives on 1%. I was like, man, after the start of that match, the way that I just completely dirt, I was like, there's no way I'm coming back from this. And Mr. Toadman living on 1 to knock out that bag on was absolutely incredible. I was a bit shocked because I don't think I really should have won that match, but yay! Yay, Mr. Toadman coming through clutch in this match. Hopefully Mr. Toadman can put in fine work in the next couple of battles that I have with this team as well. But anyway, it's the end of the episode, so if you enjoyed it, then why not bop the like button? Drop us a comment below, and I'll see you next time. See you later, guys!